that should ever get turned off?
No, it doesn't.
Alright, gents. Let's see. Probably have to turn this down a lot.
Yeah. It was at like 2.5 bars.
Yeah. Alright, that looks good. Looks good. It's the right webcam.
Mute the monitor also.
So yeah.
You should have.
Alright, Sir Kenny. Give me a countdown when you're ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Do you just want to join me?
Sure.
Alright, so yeah, this is Metroid. Pretty popular speed game. When I started running it, it was 2012, I think, and there were maybe like 20 runners. And then that number has grown a lot since since then, since there's well over 100 players on DeuceCon, the score tracking site. So this is a scripted event. You just gotta wait here, wait for this dragon dude to show up, and yeah, you just gotta take damage. So you ideally want to take damage from the tail, because that does more damage than the rest of Ridley.
You'll see him do damage boosts like that throughout the run also, and he has a couple of frames basically to damage boost, and it'll
Yeah, I believe it's
forward.
a 4-frame window.
And also, he's tapping the LNR shoulder buttons as he's running, and he's basically pumping the right to push him forward a few pixels as he's running, and it saves some time over the run.
Yeah, it's not a lot of time, it's like a few seconds worth, but it adds up.
Gotta get some frames.
It's kind of the nature of Super Metroid, right? Just lots and lots of tiny, really skillful stuff that all add up over time.
Yep.
The wall jump that you saw him doing also, if you're familiar with it, will be used a shit ton during this run. And I know casual players normally don't know about the wall jump until way late in their playthrough, but you can use it the entire time. It's not like a learned skill or anything.
Yeah, so it enables a lot of sequence breaks, which you may or may not see.
And if you're wondering why the intro cutscene wasn't there, it's because the community isn't dumb, and they start a save file after it, so you don't have to sit there for 3 minutes. Green of time.
Shots fired. Alright, so yeah, one thing you want to be careful of is if you're arm pumping, you don't want to arm pump while going down most hills, because it moves your position forward a pixel, and what happens is you move forward into nothingness and you end up just kind of falling. So you end up losing your momentum and all that fun stuff. That's not what's supposed to happen. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay, we can count.
That'll be my challenge later, man.
This room is so hard.
Yeah. Like,
It's okay. I'm rusty. That's my excuse. So I'm gonna do my best to give you all a good run, and we'll see what happens. We'll make it interesting, as Crack would say.
Yeah, like every room is so optimized. Like there's just a lot of very specific ways where you're supposed to move and save a little bit of time here and there, and it can all end up saving you or costing you, and it's all really hard to do. So it may not actually look like much, but Kenny has to actually have put in a lot of time and work to just get through every room as fast as he can.
Well done. Got the swag.
Yeah. I hate whenever I turn around right before it and start running the other direction. It's so bad.
Swag got upgraded by 90%.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Caleb.
You'll see little small stuff like that in that last room where he jumped and he balled right before he went in so he could squeeze in that gap. That they aren't really super intuitive, but they're used a lot throughout the run, and we won't talk about a lot of them because they're pretty minute, but a lot of little optimizations like this.
Alright, here we go.
The famous room.
Oops. Whatever.
Beast it.
Nice.
that room is really difficult. The wall jump mechanic itself isn't that hard to do, but when you do it in rapid succession like that, moving the D-pad left and right and staying accurate and quick like that is really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into it.
It's probably one of the first signs in the run that you can see if someone actually like knows their stuff or not.
And there is a trick on this boss here after you grab these bombs where you basically go through 3 different cycles, and if shot in the correct pattern, I guess you could say, you can skip a lot of it.
Yeah, you especially want to skip that third one when you blow his head off. That one's pretty annoying. Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, go for it.
As you shoot him, he basically has parts of his body falling off of him, and he'll come back and attack you again. And like Vic was saying, in that third cycle, when his head falls off and he comes at you, he gets really aggressive, and it's pretty difficult. Yo.
Nice. Nice Alcatraz.
Thank you.
That trick is way harder than it looks. Go ahead and try it and
Yeah, it
rage
is.
after 2 hours.
Yeah.
That's not
I
good.
can say I can do it, yeah. I hit my ball, that's about it.
I'm probably gonna hit this Ripper, but whatever.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Oh.
Nice, dude. So Kenny's coming down here. He's getting ready to do a trick that allows us to collect items a little earlier than intended, and I'd say that his third strike abilities help him with the quarter circle forward here.
Yeah. No kidding.
Maybe.
But it's a fairly precise jump through a doorway, and once you enter the doorway, you basically morph ball in the air, and it allows you to keep speed that you wouldn't normally have, so you can go through some barriers that are designed to stop you.
Alright, so I jump through the door, and like that.
Nice.
That mock ball.
So that allows him to come in here and get super missiles a lot earlier than intended.
Yep. There's another little trick regarding these crumble blocks, where if you turn on the frame that you're landing on them, it freaks the game out, and basically you have like full falling speed. So instead of like bouncing and then accelerating to your fall speed, you just fall as fast as possible.
So that was another mock ball right there. He'll be doing it here and there throughout the run to get through rooms a little bit faster. That super missile one's probably what you would call a more mandatory quote-unquote one, because you really do want those super missiles early so you don't have to mess with Spore Spawn. No one really wants to do that.
Yeah.
Unless you're doing Spore Spawn RTA.
Correct.
Yeah.
The only real category.
You do get ice beam early too.
I do delayed ice.
Okay.
I'm doing the old route, just to be clear, so I'm not going to our friend.
Pantene.
Yes, I'm not visiting him first. Oh, that's...
Yeah,
The transformations of this game's route, even I'd say over the last year, have been pretty drastic,
Oh yeah.
and a lot of time has been shaved off. And I know like Zost is still improving times that are ridiculous, but the amount of dedication this game takes to be on that level is, don't play any other games and play this every day for 3 years.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
And then like
Oh my
2
God.
people are that good.
And they still practice like every day.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even just sit down and do runs. Like they have to actually grind all the time.
So there he was looking for another one of those damage boosts. There's a couple super swaggy ones in here.
I'm not going to get caught by that guy, because that's just a waste of time. Y'all can see a little bit of the rust showing through, so...
You can also see Kenny's been playing this game for a long time, because movement and little optimizations like that. New players in Metroid, especially in Super Metroid, I should say, movement is huge in this game. It can cost minutes over a run. You know, you can know all the tricks, you can know the route, and just small movement throughout the entire game kills you just minutes. And so he may be rusty, but still very high caliber play.
I mean, for the most part, everything Kenny's doing is like just very seamless, very smooth.
We're
Doesn't
not
have to sit
gonna-
there and think about what he's doing or anything.
I probably could have afforded it, but
That crate quick kill?
So he's setting up based upon his pixel position, a quick kill on Kraid, and if anybody's played this casually, they know how ridiculous this fight can be and how stupid it is.
got it.
Nice.
But there you go.
Now finding this door is a boss of its own.
Way harder than the kill.
So the quick kill locks the screen in place then?
Yes.
Like behind the door? I never realized that. That's cool.
Yes.
I guess.
It's
Maybe
very
not cool.
interesting.
It's something.
It's definitely something.
But that Kraid quick kill is just another one of those things that it looks super easy because he just, you know, pushes right twice and balls and then okay, done deal. But
Yeah, it looks easy, but
it's definitely difficult.
I jumped through this door to manipulate the key hunter that's above this hole that I need to go through. Normally he likes to come down and say hi. That's me trying to save frames. Oh, nope, too early. Alright, so now I need to go get high jump boots. And, yeah, it's just down over here. So I need to kill this schemer and then open the door, so I oh god. Makes me nervous every time.
Yeah. Nice shot,
in
though.
So the reason why you need to open the door is because killing the gamer will allow the door to open. It'll unlock it, but if you don't open it, it'll lock whenever you come back to this screen. So that's why you have to open it first. Oh, I didn't jump. That's first. Going up. Get away from me. Alright, so this is a Null's trap, but I like it.
Oh yeah.
It's got a good look to it.
It does. Oh, that's sad. Whoop. That hits fine.
Just knowing when to shoot so that he can open doors is another big time save. You'll notice
my
in
God.
most rooms he's shooting when the door is
Not
off
good.
screen.
Oh, this is gonna throw
Oh.
timing off a lot. Oh, that's fine. We'll go for it, and don't fuck me. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, seriously.
Dude.
Hold on.
The trolls. Yeah.
Come here.
There we go.
Oh my god, I'm getting so trolled right now.
Jeez.
Whatever. You die too.
That wall jump is really tight, and also another one that looks a lot easier than it actually is, regardless of enemy position.
Alright, so I need to use the super here, because I don't have the missiles to open this door down here. That's fine. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, shoot. So I can just keep my momentum going in this room.
Nice.
So, one thing I haven't really worked on too much, I do it in some places, there are some places where you can jump through the door to manipulate where it is, because if you notice, the door actually has to move back to the center before it'll do the transition. So you might see that happen. Like there, it shifted up just slightly, and even that, like that is getting optimized out the wazoo.
Yeah, it might look like it's wasting time because you kind of slow down and jump, but it's actually worth it because you have to just wait for the camera to pan. It takes forever.
Yeah.
This last missile pack?
I may get one more. Unless I'm feeling really...
race.
So this upper Norfair is pretty much just sequence break heaven. I mean,
Yeah.
you go, I don't even know
Yeah.
what the intended order of this stuff is.
Yeah, normally you're supposed to get that...
Right.
That sucks.
The high jump boost, just even a little bit of running velocity, you jump super high.
Alright.
Just like a little tech there, if you enter a morph right as a bomb's exploding, you don't get bounced upwards, just saving you slight amounts of time.
Yeah, yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah, there's a lot of like little things.
What makes it such a great speed game, definitely. Just tech everywhere.
Like essentially every room has its own strat. Well, I shouldn't say essentially. I should say every single room has an optimized strategy.
Yeah. And a lot of the rooms have names, actually. I don't remember all of them, but the one I remember most is probably the Bowling Spark room.
What's the website that has the list of that? Is that dated.net or is that some Super Metroid speedrun wiki?
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, years ago, runners came up with all that stuff when like theory casting it and collaborating.
Alright, so I'm gonna shoot this scree there.
Yeah.
I don't remember if it's fast. I don't remember if it's faster to land on that platform in the middle and then.
Do we have Iceless Climb coming up? Let's go.
Heck yes.
Alright, I'm gonna try for it.
Yeah!
Here, let's scoot over a little bit.
Get in here.
Bring it in.
Getting intimate.
Yoshi's gonna have to go.
Dude, I'm a Super Metroid.
I got
now.
Yeah.
Power bombs, dude.
Them power bombs.
Power bombs is kind of, I think, where most runners that think they want to run this game learn up to power bomb, and then they're like, okay, I'm gonna play something else now.
That's like a good race category when
It
getting
is,
into it. A lot of
So,
people do powerbomb races.
I'm actually gonna do a safety save here because Fantoon is just a pain.
You doing like new Fantoons, friends?
No, but
Doppler. 2-round Doppler right now.
I mean, I suppose I could if you want me to try that, but I'm not confident in it.
I'm confident in you, Kenny.
Agreed. Agreed.
I believe in the stash, man.
If you're gonna safety
I
save,
always
you
believe in
might
your
as well go
performance.
hard.
It's true.
I didn't practice that though.
That's fair, I guess. That's legitimate. Yeah, this boss is notoriously a dick.
Alright, let's see if we can get
Oh.
no ocean fly. That's fine, I can use the energy. Oh god, what am I doing?
So what he was trying to set up was shooting that door, and then instead of basically having to recharge that spark, he just goes through the door and keeps his fly and goes across the ocean.
Needs to give a little more health for this. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally
Probably a good thing.
I'm going in around like 120-ish.
Yeah, any shine spark just eats your health away really, really fast.
You can also shorten the distance it takes for him to a nice
Hell yeah, dude.
to get a speed boost by because the game only checks at certain intervals if you're actually running or not. So you don't have to actually hold the A button the whole time.
Here we go.
Let's do do it.
Alright.
Kenny's going to avoid using super missiles here because that brings Fantoon into this long invulnerability period, so any other type of damage will be the way to go. So.
And it looks, a lot of times people are saying like, well dude, you're not even hitting him, but he's definitely doing damage right now.
That X Factor.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Yo,
Nice.
Hell yeah, man.
Cool.
feeling pretty good after that. Get rid of this guy.
Well, that X Factor almost missed. Like,
And those 2 shots at the bottom, they didn't look like they would hit.
yeah. Whatever.
But yeah, what's the official term for those things? It's like a wave or a charge beam special? Charge beam attacks?
There's SBA, Special Beam Attack.
Special beams. And there's one for each of the 4 unique beams if you equip them by themselves along with charge. It's like a power bomb. It uses a power bomb to do it.
Whoops.
And was it that all 3, each of the 4 projectiles do a full super missile's worth?
For X Factor, yeah, it's 300 damage per projectile, which is the same damage as the super.
And that's awesome because super missiles will send them into that stupid pattern. And this way you keep them kind of on the screen vulnerable.
Fantoon is actually weak to super missiles, so he actually takes double damage. So he actually takes 600 damage from an actual super.
Okay. It's like maybe 5 supers and a couple extra missiles will normally come, I think.
I can never get this completely
So
right.
this room, in order to advance and unlock the door, you have to kill every enemy in it. So definitely hard to do that quickly without having to run back across the room.
Oops.
Man, it looks good when you get to just fly through it.
Oh, what? Whatever. Gotta go.
There is the movement in this particular area is pretty difficult, and when you first start and try to do it, it's really hard to even move in a straight line because there's a lot of little things going on. Or maybe I'm just really bad, I don't know. But
Fucking hard game, I'll give you that much.
So that was the bowling spark, because this guy's gonna bowl us down this alley.
Good old ways, like 35, 40-second break. Only
Yep.
one you get. I guess except for the, 15 item fanfares or something.
21.
21?
Like,
Oh, damn.
I think my run is about 21 on average, so.
A lot of fanfare. Purple suit. Let's go.
Oh.
The little thing.
We need you to reset now.
It's the little things. It really is. Alright, so now I need to make my way towards Batoon and Dragon over in Meridia. So, let's see.
I guess also it wasn't really covered, but he's grabbing these different suits so that he can progress through different areas that have, I guess, barriers associated with grabbing the gravity suit so he can go through water, or the various suits. So that, yeah, that's why he's getting different suits.
Yeah, the primary thing for the various suit is even though you don't have it equipped, it adds the armor. You take half damage, and with the gravity suit you take a quarter damage, and that's necessary to survive Mother Brain at the end, where you need a certain amount of health to actually be able to finish the fight. Otherwise, you'd have to collect like 6 energy tanks or something if you decided to skip Varia.
Nice.
That's a really risky boost, because it can actually boost you into the plant above you, and then for some reason that it ends up taking like twice as long for it to actually finish nomming on you. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's such a sexy room for boosting, though. I love the boosts in that room.
Absolutely.
Such a sexy game overall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a very, very challenging speed game, but it's very fun whenever you do well.
Yeah, and it's got all sorts of different kind of tiers for how much you practice and how much skill you have in the game. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to play it. There's different options for safe strategy. I mean, the recent thing is there's a completely different route that
Yeah.
just saves a little bit of time, but it completely changes the way that you play the game. So there's a lot of options if you want to pick the game up. You know, you can take it easy, and eventually, you know, you progress to the more difficult things. So it makes it one of the best speed games of all time. One of the
And
best games.
a ton of categories that people race that range anywhere from 10 minutes to 30. You know, and as you progress, they become shorter.
As like the original speed game that gives you a time at the end, people have found all sorts of crazy ways to play the game.
Trying to farm a little bit of life.
You got a couple of shine sparks coming up.
Yeah, well, it's Bottoon that I'm a little bit worried about.
You just don't want a health bomb.
Well, that and I sometimes play sloppy and I might die.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's hit him. I can't shoot while that projectile is out here.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
Oh, he's gonna be fast now.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, if he gets away from you when
He
he's
drops.
fast like that, it's tough to get a beat on him. Actually.
Yeah. Alright. Have to kill 3 of those guys now. Alright, we're gonna go for
Those PBs. Get it done.
Let's do it.
Go.
uh-oh, that's not it. Wow.
Aced.
Yes.
Not quite.
It's all good.
No halfy.
It's okay, there are little, like, backup strats here and there. Oh, that's not quite it, but
Nice. Okay, I like that.
yeah.
That's cool.
Shoutouts to 69
69.
Energy.
Alright, this fight is very interesting. Stick turrets. Alright, so normally if you just hold run, you don't have enough room in here to get a shine spark, but if you know how to manipulate it, you can tap the run button whenever it does the check for the spark. What are you doing? Whatever.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
So that was a glitch. So I'm all blue now. Aptly named Blue Suit. And basically it lets me be in the speed booster state without actually needing to run. If I hit the run button, it actually cancels that out. So I need to sit tight for a little bit. And the best place people have found to use this is just up here. So you just turn that thing on. Uh-oh. Almost lost it.
Nice, man.
Raise that ceiling.
Yep.
Gotta unlock this door. What's nice about all these cacti,
Cack-attack.
cocks, cock,
Cack attack.
Attacks. Yeah, there we go.
The crack attacks.
They have just a huge chance to drop a super missile.
Yeah.
Pretty much
It's
every time.
pretty much guaranteed. Unless you're full. Then they drop big health.
If you haven't noticed, super missile kind of management is a pretty large part of this run, and I know a lot of people struggle with it initially because you want to use super missiles because it's easier shooting 5 missiles through a door or whatever. But
Get up. Oh, drop. disappoint.
You're beating yourself up, dude.
Right?
No pressure, but we just hit 1,000 viewers.
Oh shit.
Nice,
Oh,
dude.
baby.
Sick.
Deer Force brings the hype, I think.
Yeah, dude. Either Deer Force or Kenny's mustache. Can't decide.
It's definitely-
It's
Can't
definitely the
decide.
mustache. It's the
I don't know.
mustache force, man. Someone came here and represented. I saw down my boy down, man, but he let me down.
He's going fucking full on Weapon X down there, dude.
Uh-oh. That's not the way you're supposed to go. You're supposed to come up here.
It still looked fast.
I was impressed.
Thank you.
The funnel.
Yeah.
Such a weird.
I think there Kenny takes advantage of the fact that if you enter a door with the charge shot but you let go, you're gonna shoot right away. Kill that thing and then have your full movement speed as you space jump through.
Thread the needle. And I ran to the door. It's the little things, guys. Like, seriously.
Now we head to the lair of fuck-ass himself.
Almost. First we had a great ice
We
beam.
get our ice beam, yes.
Yes.
Nice.
What's the deboost?
That deboost is hard, man.
Not for Zost, it is not. Alright, so these are old strats right here. Normally you can space jump through that room and just...
Nice, dude.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So there's a really cool boost coming up here, found by my friend Chronic Sauce.
Sauce.
Let's see if we get it. Got it.
Nice,
Cool.
dude.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that big pit is supposed to prevent you from going to lower Norfair without the gravity suit and without the space jump.
Yeah.
But you can actually do it without either.
It gets very
It's not that
scary.
easy, but
It gets very
you
scary.
can't do it.
Just another example of how this game is so crazy.
I just love the movement the space jump adds to so many screens. It's
Yeah, it's
super cool to
Unlocks
watch.
a lot
It
of
just looks great.
It's still usually better to wall jump if you're climbing up, so it's not like that goes away. Alright, nice. That short charge to go through those is pretty tight. Otherwise you have to powerbomb it, or...
Yeah, you have to power bomb through the pillars. And
There's a ridiculous threat in this room too.
yeah.
No. No, dude.
Uh-oh. I missed my space jump. Ow! We're going up.
Don't worry about the physical properties of Samus. If she does that, it's irrelevant.
Alright, so let's see if we can get this
Going too
lag
fast for it to matter.
reduction. I think I missed him.
Kind of, a little bit.
I did that later. Whatever. So if I don't kill those 2 key hunters, the powerbomb lag is so much more ridiculous. That's not what I want to do, but luckily I still have...
Had an extra one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, fortunately, the last screen here is a good way to refill power bombs too.
Yeah. Oh, boo!
Like cancel the charge or something.
Yeah, that was weird.
I messed it up. Oh, get out of here.
Ninja Pirates.
Yeah.
Such a slick jump there.
It is. That room's so fast, dude.
Alright.
Alright, fuck ass.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck are you doing? 4, 5, 6, 8. Get the fuck out of here. 9, 10. 15, whatever. What? 16, 17, you can swoop. 18, 19. You should be dead now.
Nice. Yeah, it takes 30 super missimes, I think, to kill Ridley.
30 supers or 20 charge shots.
Yeah, you can think of a charged wave plasma as having 1.5 times super missile damage.
I also do that so I have invulnerability going through those guys. Uh-oh. I didn't have speed there, though.
Yeah, when you shoot an enemy, you can temporarily pass through them. It's like their hitbox doesn't become active.
Oh my god. Seriously.
Oh, I can't get this ridiculously tight trick.
Right? Yeah, that room is... There's some crazy debut strats in there. Just take the elevator, man.
I messed it up. I'm so disappointed right now.
Yo, I'm still impressed.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I'd have been dead like a power bomb. It's cool.
Alright,
Giving
so...
up the iceless climb. That's it.
Alcatraz. You know, I'm out.
Oh, you... Get out of the...
These guys do a ridiculous amount of damage if you touch them. It's like almost, it's like half an energy tank or up to a full,
It's
or?
50, yeah.
It's 50.
Stop shooting at me. Whatever, I'm gonna farm these guys for power bombs actually. Oh, we're gonna do 6 strikes. Because why not? Because I didn't feel like dealing with them.
So yeah, something I don't think we mentioned. Whenever, okay, so there's fast falling through crumble blocks. If you just turn left and right when you're standing on them, you just fall faster. But in the air, in the different states that Samus is in the air, her hitbox's size changes all the time. So you'll see Kenny use the angle up and angle down to force himself out of a spin jump to kind of increase the size of her hitbox to grab ledges faster. So even going from platform to platform has a lot of buttons to press, a lot of technical movement. So it's
Yeah.
a pretty interesting addition.
This isn't Yoshi's Island. The buttons pressed are necessary. What?
Good one.
Crispy's not here, dude. I had to get on her at some point. You know what I mean? Shit.
slightly faster to backtrack all the way through Meridia into Kreichjr.
Yeah.
To get back. So right now all the bosses are dead, the golden statue's unlocked, and pretty much the objective of the game is to defeat the 4 primary bosses to unlock the final area. So we're all done, just movement all the way back.
I guess if you didn't know, paraphrasing, and mainly what happens is Samus is back on her old home planet Zebez. It's been taken over by space pirates, and now she's gonna kill him. So,
yeah,
kind of, sort of, close enough.
Yeah, it's
The gist of it.
it's the same planet in the first Metroid. In fact, a lot of the areas are very similar looking. You go through some of the original areas. And the second Metroid took place on the space pirates' homeworld, SR-388.
I don't even know.
It's funny that Zebez in the first Metroid, the enemies didn't have as much stuff on them, apparently. Like, now their drops are just so much better than in the first game.
Samus went through and just like crushed everything there. They were forced to like evolve. Only like the strongest ones were still there. So
We need
natural
super
selection.
missiles, we need energy.
Okay. And here's Gold 4. I swear to God.
It's pretty much obligatory to swag around in this room a little bit. Well, make me some trapezoids. I want some trapezoids.
I don't know if I can do a trap.
Yo, try to time little bomb jumps too, like when you're playing. That means that you played in practice this game way too much.
A little bit. Oh, Metroids. What? That's totally not it. Okay, here we go. I have a very unorthodox method of going through there, I think.
Nice.
My super count is kind of crap.
So there's like, I don't know, 5 or so rooms to go through, and they're all locked until you destroy all of these Metroids. They either take 5 missiles or a super missile to destroy, and they have to be frozen while you do that.
And they can really be dicks if you don't get them frozen right away.
Stacking them on top of each other.
Boo,
No,
that sucks.
super, bro.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, this is gonna take a lot longer than it should.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
I'm gonna have to open
a couple of doors. So yeah, this is routed out to have almost the minimum number of missiles to go through Mother Brain. And since the Metroids weren't nice,
Christmas tree.
festive.
Here we go in baby skip.
We're gonna try,
baby
but
skip.
I'm like,
Scoop.
So yeah, you can skip this whole cutscene, and you don't have to refill your energy if you can skip this. But it's kind of dangerous because if the Metroid grabs you while you screen transition it, does it soft lock the game or just slows down?
It just slows you
horribly,
down
or-
in that crap ton.
it's super slow. Yeah, you end up like whenever you get first gooed.
Yeah, your movement speed is like nil at that point.
Oh, I'm really
All
scared
the way
right
through
now.
this stuff.
Oh, goody.
Okay.
Fuck. What are you doing?
Fucking heart attack.
So, yeah.
Kenny.
You used to waste another 10 seconds to go back. So, do it at 1 health, why not?
It's more efficient this way.
Sure, yeah.
Dude.
Alright, so if it wasn't for this cool trick coming up, we'd probably need a lot more super missiles or a lot more backtracking to this missile recharger. You can, by clipping through this first Zebetite barrier, it despawns the rest of the Zebetites.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of missiles that you'd have to use normally to do that.
So I'm actually going to safety save again. Because I don't like my missile count.
Save here, there's no going back.
Yep.
It, after the baby Metroid, it puts a gray door behind you. Pissed me off when I first played it.
Yeah, that really sucks.
There you go. Nice. And no more Zeptites. So Kenny's going to want to be pretty careful here. Can't drop below 3 full energy tanks, so he essentially has 74 energy left until finishing phase 2 of Mother Brain here.
Sorry, that turret up in the...
Yeah.
That little bullet will snipe my missiles and super missiles, and if I have just the right number of missiles to kill Mother Brain, I have to reset.
So good job.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take it. Boom, boom, boom.
So he just has to deal enough damage to push Mother Brain into like the rainbow beam phase. And then the fight's pretty much over.
You're dead. Cool.
Yeah, so that hand cannon is super deadly. It does like a full energy tank worth of damage, and if you got hit by it, that would be it. I like the little names for the attacks she does. We
Ketchup
French
bean,
fries.
ketchup bean, onion rings, and I think it's like a hamburger for the little bomb.
That could
Is
be
it
hamburger?
hamburger?
Looks pretty
I
good.
want to say it's hamburger, but
With French fries. Okay, I'll take that. Take the compliment.
There comes the hypeness, dude. The baby's back.
the baby's back.
And it's pissed. So the whole thing is this is supposed to be the Metroid that followed you around at the end of Metroid 2, or shown during the intro of the game.
Yeah.
It's all grown up.
All grown up. That's why it didn't kill me earlier. So cute.
It's kind of spoopy, I don't know.
So you can't just shoot her right now and crumble.
Right? Game over.
In 100%, there's a really neat glitch where you can take off your Varia suit, and if you have 7 E-tanks of health, you can actually do what's known as a stand-up glitch, and continue to shoot Mother Brain during this entire scene where it's refilling your health.
Does that actually do damage or just?
Yes, it does
Yep.
do damage.
And what? It lets her rainbow beam go deteriorate your health faster because you've unequipped it, right? Is that?
I believe that is a thing.
Or I think no. You just run in. You just run in.
Yeah, you just run into
raise your health.
her whenever.
So now this beam is ridiculous, dude.
Samus's piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool if you go to the menu, you can see that all of your beams are gone and it just says hyper as the only beam.
Yeah, Kenny just keeps her stun locked basically the whole time. As long as you plant your shots correctly.
Easy every time.
Easy every time.
So now let's get the fuck out of here.
Crack Jr. over here. K Crack Jr.
Alright. Let's see. Do a little down back.
So kill the animals is won by $100,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is a speedrunning marathon, so we try to go fast.
What am I doing? Doing this totally wrong.
Dude, I'm still impressed.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shit down
Nice.
Dude,
The swag.
very nice.
Yeah. Up here.
You're already on time.
Nice.
50-45.
Nice, dude.
Cool.
Yeah,
shit.
dude, nice work.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice
You
job,
saved
Kenny.
the world. Whoa.
I saved the animals from the space pirates. Yeah. What? Oh. Oops.
You saved yourself.
Oops.
I've got memories. Cool.
So we're waiting for Deer Force, right?
Oh, absolutely waiting for Deer Force, 100%, yeah. Or Beer Force if you feel that's appropriate, whatever.
Dude, do you have a beer?
Chug one during Beer Force?
Dude, I don't think I do. I think we drank them all last night.
Oh man. Why did I even show up?
It's alright, we still got a few more hours.
So yeah, that was Super Metroid, old any percent.
Nah, man.
It's a lot of fun. If anyone wants to learn it, you know, feel free. There's a ton of players in the community that are more than welcome to help. Everyone's been really supportive. That's why I stuck with the game so long. And just remember to do some other things other than the game, because you will burn yourself out on this game. Like, there's a lot of people that love the game, but they also hate the game at the same time. And yeah, you need to find some way to moderate that. But otherwise, it's a fantastic game. Like, the movement is so deep in the game, and I recommend it to anyone that wants a challenge.
So it's like the definitive 2D platforming speedrun.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
what people think of when they think of speedrunning a 2D game.
Well, and on top of that, being a great speed game, it's a great game in general, and it's fun to play. So even if it's something you pick up to learn to race, or you just learn to power bombs, or you learn Spore Spawn, or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just a really fun game to play in all different aspects.
And there's a lot of resources out there for this game. People, it's had an active speedrun community for almost 10 years,
Yeah,
I think.
for
A
sure.
lot
Yeah.
of people have played this game over the years. There's got to be at least 10, maybe 20 full run-through video tutorials of several categories, of several different skill levels, different strats.
Yeah.
There's maps, there's documents, the DeuceCon has the leaderboards. I want to know what that wiki was. The wiki has a lot of really great stuff.
I know there's Deanid or whatever it is.
Yeah. That's the main
that's-
for Super Mario World and Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's Desi's wiki page. So.
Yeah, there's theory tasks for all sorts of routes out there, so you
Oh
can
my
see the
God.
best time for a given route.
And that's actually where the new route came from. It was thought to be a TAS-only route, and then it kind of morphed into this RTA route because it saved just a little bit of time, you know?
Yeah, and that was only a year ago. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one of the oldest speedrunning games.
Last
at
summer,
school.
yeah.
Gunpei Force.
Gunpei.
Body's ready.
How are we doing this?
Deer
Force.
Big Force.
Cool. What game is next?
Up next.